Hello and welcome guys to the Universe of Law Hope Legal Classes, a specially designed and developed platform for the learning of law. Now when I say the word law or we think about entering into the field of law, the very first ambition that comes to our mind is to become a judicial officer or judge. And most of us know that we become judges by cracking PCSJ examination. Second thought that will come to your mind is how to prepare for it, from where to read, how to read and interpret, what is the correct time to start your preparations. For all these questions, we are here to guide you exhaustively. But first I should tell you what is the correct time to start your preparations. See, you should start your preparations in the third year of your law schools if you are pursuing 5 years law course, and second year if you are pursuing 3 years law course. Now you will ask why, or you may ask why. See, if you put an eye upon the syllabus of any state judiciary exam, you will find the syllabus is very vast. You almost have 15 to 20 subjects to study, and more difficult is to remember them all. To store all these subjects in your mind, you need continuous revisions and a lot of practice. So if you will start your preparation at third year, you have 2 years time. 1 year will be for your studying, and another 1 year will be for your revisions and a lot of practice. And by the time you will be graduating, you will be completely ready to hit your target and get through it. That too without taking that additional time that you will take after completing your graduation. See, it's a simple calculation. If you start at your 3, you will take 2, and 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. And if you will start at 5, you will also take 2, and then it will be 7. So you are saving your straight 2 years. Moreover, if you see or hear that X person has cleared his exam in his very first attempt, then please also remember that since they were intelligent people, they have decided and started their preparations 2 or 3 years back, and when they graduated, they hit the exam and get through it. So I also suggest you to become intelligent and smart. For rest of the questions, from where to read, how to prepare, and tricks and techniques about the focused preparation, you will come to know all this once you join us. We will give you a complete foundation course that is required to crack the exam. The duration of course will be of 1 year. During this 1 year, you will be completely involved with us. We will be giving you materials like case laws plus class notes, and there will be comprehensive classes on all the subjects. For more details and more queries, you can log on to our website www.hopelegalclasses.com. Now next is why us, Hope Legal Classes. For this, I'll quote, having half knowledge is no knowledge, but having in-depth knowledge is a knowledge that works. Means, if you are merely reading a book or merely going through a paragraph, you will not get the desired outcome until and unless you are not having that gesture or not having that thing that you are going to apply that law in practical situations. And ultimately, in exams like HJS, PCSJ, APO, UPSC, they are examining as to whether the candidate knows the application of law or not. Because after cracking the exam, one has to deal with the practical situations and to apply law. Now here, one may think, then what we are doing in law schools? See, there is a difference between priorities. When we are in law schools, we just mug up things and clear our semester exams. We also remain busy in these project submissions, paper submissions, etc. And there we think that we gained everything. Again, a wrong approach. Because in real life situation outside college, nobody is bothered about your project submissions and paper submissions. Neither in the exam, nor in the litigation, not even in the corporate job. Rather, they will see, are you having in-depth knowledge of the subject and to know application of those subjects in real life situations. And there we find that we were going in wrong directions. For such reasons, we are putting one step forward towards you so that this confusion can be cleared. So when you will step in the phase of competitive exams, you will find there is a huge difference between college studies and the studies that are required to crack the exam. You don't need to worry about it. We have evolved ourselves to bridge this gap. We at Hope Legal Classes are working day and night to deliver you that knowledge, interconnection between the subjects and sections, and pinpointed focused study to crack the exam. And moreover, this competitive course is ultimately going to benefit you in every dimensions of law. If unfortunately you did not become a judicial officer, because it is always uncertain, you will definitely shine in any other field of law. You may become a good lawyer, an outstanding teacher, an excellent professional, or can become an outstanding corporate professional. See, people think like this, that exam only requires in-depth knowledge. Every field requires in-depth knowledge because hard-earned knowledge never go waste. So just believe in yourself, you will shine wherever you will go, because ultimately in-depth knowledge prevails. And if you ask why us, then I would say, if you promise to take hard work with us, then we assure you to make you the number one or the only one. Now let's discuss the difference between live online classes, YouTube based study, and offline classes. See, nothing can be compared in live online classes and YouTube based study, specifically in the field of law. Because until and unless you don't have a chance of discussion, question and answers, and scheduled time frame to attend the classes, there is no benefit to study. One-sided in a vacuum study is not going to help you out unless and until you don't have a chance to clear your doubts there and then. Secondly, the issue of authenticity. See, you are not aware about whether the person who is making a video for you is even that much qualified that he will make you study the correct content. Because I have seen students from 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year from various colleges are making videos for you. They even did not qualify their semester exams and they are making videos for you. For example, someone is talking about that there are 9 types of evidences: real, fake, illusionary, etc. etc. This is apparently wrong. If one could have gone through the definition of provided under section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act plus Supreme Court in Hardeep Singh versus State of Punjab 2014 clearly held that the definition of evidence is exhaustive and all other evidences, whether direct, circumstantial or whatsoever, they are reduced to the same definition only. Now if the question is asked in the exam, and in fact it had been asked several times, that how many types of evidences are there, then the correct answer is 2, not 9, and you will lose marks. Someone is telling you that the making of constitution starts from 1600th century. This is utterly wrong. Seriously, the making of Indian constitution starts from 9th December 1946, and you can rectify it, and these kind of guys are making you study the wrong content. Again you will lose the marks. So now I hope you can understand that what is the reality of learning from the YouTube video. Thirdly, and most importantly, can you write down the answer of mains exams by watching a YouTube video whose authenticity is even under doubt? No. You need correct and authentic content plus that material to read, and a lot of answer writing practice to write an impressive answer. So finally, I would say that there is no comparison between live online class and YouTube based study. Now let's have the comparison of live online classes with the offline classes. See, due to this coronavirus pandemic situations, online live classes has evolved as a new tool to study, but only when the classes are running on the paid secured platform and not on free ones. But you don't have to worry about it. We are going to pay for that software. You just have to join it as a free. Now let's have a comparison of live online classes and offline classes. See, in offline classes, you don't have to shift your place. No hassle to run here and there. You can study from wherever you are without any hindrance to shift. How? See, if you will change your city, you have a lot of disturbance, because when you will change your city, you have to take accommodation on the rent, and you will arrange for your foodings and all daily needs essentials. This will create lot of disturbance, and for arranging you have to spend lot of money. And if you are a college student, you cannot change your city until your degree is over, plus your precious time is going waste. Secondly, transportation issue. See, if you are going to your offline classes, you will waste your energy plus time, because you will never get an accommodation near your online physical classes, or in front of that, or nearby to it. So that is the reason you will base. And in live online classes, you just have to sit upon your mobile, laptop or tablet, and that too with any dress code in which you feel relaxed. Thirdly, you will be automatically avoided by those public gatherings, because see, if you are going for your physical classes, there are lot of people and there is a public gathering, and you will do gossips, and serious candidate will suffer due to these gossips and all. And while on the other hand, in online classes, you just have to sit at your own choice place with full concentration and presence of your mind, and there is no one to disturb you. Fourthly, see, there are many other engagements apart from your studies, and for that, sometimes you may go out for your emergency works, and you may not be available to attend your physical classes, and it is quite possible that you may miss a very important topic going on in that class, and your rhythm to study may get completely breached. Whereas in live online classes, your classroom is going everywhere with you in your mobile, and you can rehear your lecture always. Plus, the lectures are recorded, and you can make notes later on if you are not able to attend that particular lecture and write down notes. But finally, the crux of the thing is you can rehear your lecture, plus that is recorded, and that can be heard by you later on. So in this way also, the live online classes are far better than offline classes. Fifthly, availability of expert. See, an expert in physical classes cannot come from anywhere and make you study, but in live online classes, the concept is wider than offline classes, and he can make you study from anywhere, and you can also avail that study from anywhere. In this way also, live online classes are far better than offline classes. Lastly and most importantly, let's have a comparison of expenses between the online classes and offline classes. See, if you compare them both financially, then also you will find there is a huge difference between the two. Let's suppose you will go to some metro city, you will find an institute, but before going to that institute, you will also find an accommodation on rent that will somewhere cost you around 10,000 rupees, that I am talking minimum. Plus, you will also spend 5,000 rupees on your foodings and daily essentials. Plus, you need 5,000 rupees extra for your transports, books, mobile bills, whatever extra needs do you need. Approximately, you will spend 20,000 rupees per month. And see, if you are going out for doing your course, all institutes offer courses for 1 year or 1.5 years. Now, if you exactly calculate that, it will somewhere cost you around 2,40,000 to 2,50,000 only in residing there and doing expenses upon your personal things. Whereas if you see the fee structure of any good institute, you will find that they are charging minimum from 1.5 lakhs to 3 lakhs. Let's suppose it is 2 lakhs also, then calculate the total. It will be 2,50,000 in your residing and all issues, plus let's suppose you are also spending 2 lakh rupees fees for that institute. It is 4,40,000. That's such huge amount, and you just have to give somewhere around a fixed amount in online classes. Plus, the only expense you have to do is you just have to buy a Wi-Fi connection and nothing more than that, and that costs you around 1,000 rupees per month. Can you believe? It will be just 12,000 a year and you can have all your course throughout the year, and you will enjoy these classes while sitting at your home and taking taste of a cup of a coffee with online connection, and you are ready to start and get through it for whatever you want. And upon this valuable comparison, finally I can say is live online classes are far better than offline classes in each and every manner. And finally, in my concluding remarks, I will say that go through the discussion and think upon your decision very thoughtfully, and think about and think intelligently about yourself. And for contacting us, you can contact us through our website and the numbers running on the screen. And lastly, we at Hope Legal Classes will time and again publish our content for the help of our viewers. Until the time, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, take protective measures to defeat the spread of coronavirus. Have a very good day ahead and have a very all the best for all the students who are preparing for judicial services examination. Thank you very much.